Hello. It is that time of year where everyone's starting to get crazy with school vacation coming up and the holidays, and parents are asking me how they can help their children feel the magic of the season and the spirit of giving when their kids just want more stuff and they're just making their list of presents and just getting really excited, understandably, about all of the fun stuff that's coming. But parents really want to bring back some of that, the spirit of the season, and want their kids to feel grateful for everything they have and really to experience the holidays with giving and not just receiving. I'm Sarah Rosensweet, Peaceful Parenting Coach, and I'm here with 3 things that you can do today to help your kids to feel those things, feel the spirit of giving and the magic of the season, and also help them with their big feelings around being, wanting more all the time. So, and also a sort of a cheat sheet of all of these tips is available on my website for you to download. Just go to sararosensweet.com/holidays and you can print out your very own version of the tips that I'm going to give you here today. So the first thing that I would suggest that you do is give your kids an experience, not just presents from Santa or from you guys, but give them the gift of an experience. What do I mean by that? My brother-in-law Ezra used to give our kids an Easy Pass. That's an EZ pass, and they could use that for a sleepover and a trip to the science center or an order pizza or whatever they wanted to do. But it was like 24 hours of fun with Uncle Ezra. And you don't have to, if you want to do that with your kids yourself, you can, hi Philippa, you can give them, make a certificate or a ticket for, lunch and a movie, or you can go for a hike and bring hot chocolate. You can make a snowman. You could do an afternoon of whatever kinds of baking they want to do or crafts. It doesn't have to be something you spend a lot of money on, or it could be an all-day trip to the science center. Whatever you think your child would like to do with you, what can you do together? So give your child the gift of an experience with you, or encourage your relatives or friends, whoever are going to be buying them presents, to give them the gift of an experience. They would really, really like that. My kids loved their Easy Passes from Uncle Ezra, and they just had a great time. It was special, and it was out of the ordinary, and it wasn't more stuff. So that's number 1, give the gift of an experience. The second thing I would encourage you to do is to help your child make a present for somebody else. So if they have siblings, I think that's the best thing, is to make a present for a sibling. It's the scheming and the secret and the thinking of what the sibling would really like, and combined with the effort of doing, making the present and putting the time into it, that really, really makes them experience what joy there is in giving. So I have an example here of something that my older son made for my middle son when they were about 9 and 6, and it's a paper mache piggy bank. You can see it's empty now because at some point the piggy bank got cut open and all the money got taken out. But my middle son, who's 13 now, still has this in his room. So to me, that says that it meant a lot to him. He's kept it around even though he doesn't use that as a piggy bank anymore. And my older son had a really good time making it. It's literally like a balloon with some egg carton bottoms taped on it and cardboard and paper mache. So I encourage your kids to make things for each other. In the downloadable tips that I've got, again, that's sararosensweet.com/holidays. You can download these tips, and I listed some ideas that you can do, things that you can make with your kids. If you don't have time to make something, I totally understand that. Let your child go to the store with you and pick out something that they can buy for their sibling or buy for somebody else, and preferably use some of their own money to do it, because I think that really makes it mean more if they're spending their own money. Now my kids are older. They don't make things for each other anymore, but they do buy each other presents, and they go shopping, the older ones without me and the young one with me, and buy things for their siblings. So I think that's just really nice to just bring your child into giving. If they don't have siblings, maybe they can make something for you or for one of their parents or a neighbor or another relative, but really just help them. And you don't have to go overboard. You don't have to make presents for everybody. Just one special person that they'd like to make a present for, and really help them do that. That's how they experience it. All of the planning that goes into that then seeing how the person receives it is really how they come to think of the holidays as more than just about what they're going to get or what, the things they want on their list. So the final thing that I'll tell you about how to combat all of the wanting more of the holidays is really just about, it's to welcome all their feelings. And I know that seems counterintuitive to some of you who might not be familiar with the approach, but basically if your kid's saying, it's not fair, I didn't want that one, I want more presents, maybe they open up all the presents on Christmas morning and they cry because there's no more presents to open. First of all, it could just be the overwhelm of the day or of the days leading up, that they've just got a lot of big emotions and they just need to cry. And just let them cry. Understand that it's totally normal to have these big feelings. We called it the Christmas Day Meltdown, and the day wasn't over until somebody had a meltdown about something. It's totally normal, and it's also, for kids, it's really normal for them to want more all the time. They're programmed to get their needs met by just being demanding little creatures, and we know that material things aren't the end-all be-all, but they don't necessarily know that. And of course, we have advertising that really plays up to you'll be happy if you have this toy or that toy. Anyhow, don't worry if your child is showing that a lot of greediness, or you feel like they're being greedy and not appreciating what they do have. First, they need help with the big feelings that are behind that. So if your child opens all the presents on Christmas morning and then cries because there aren't any more, you can say, I know, sweetie, it's so fun to open presents, and it was so exciting, and it's so sad that that's over. So you're not trying to talk them out of it. You're just empathizing, welcoming all the feelings. Hopefully they can cry or just feel the feelings for a few minutes. And then what happens is the feelings will pass. So, they perceive that their brother got a better present than they did, and they're saying, it's not fair, it's not fair. I wanted that. Why did he get that? And inside you're thinking, for goodness sakes, this kid just got so many presents, and what's wrong with them? But really, you need to address the feeling first that it's not fair. So you can say, it doesn't feel fair, does it? And of course, you're not agreeing that it's not fair, but you're saying it doesn't feel fair. So you're empathizing with the feelings that they have. Of course, our first instinct is to say, don't be upset, but think about how well that's worked for you. If you've been upset and somebody tells you not to be upset, it does not work very well. Usually it just makes you more upset if someone's telling you not to be upset. What you need is for someone to say, it's very upsetting. I can see why you're upset about that. You feel understood, and then your feelings pass. So after the storm is past, the tears have been had, the presents have been opened, you've empathized with the feelings of it's not fair, or they didn't get exactly what they wanted. When those feelings have passed, then your child has the chance to look around, appreciate what they do have, feel grateful for what they did get. You can ask them some questions if they're not, if you're not seeing that right away. You can say, what was your favorite toy that you got? You can really draw their attention back to everything that they did get. And that's about welcoming feelings. Really, just the feelings have to come, they have to pass through us. We have to feel them for that to happen, for them to go away. So resist all your efforts to try and talk them out of their feelings or point out everything they do have, because that's just going to make them turn the volume up louder so that you will understand. So really just show your child that you understand when they have big feelings about the holidays and about gifts and overwhelm, and know that it's normal if this happens. Okay, thank you for joining me today. As usual, you can find me in my Facebook group, Peaceful Parenting with Sarah Rosensweet. You can go to my website, sarah-rosensweet.com, and /holidays, and download the printable version of the tips that I shared in this video. And I will see you next week. I am coming back with a video about how to manage your family and your in-laws over the holidays. A lot of you asked about that one, so I can't wait to share some ideas with you. Okay, thanks. Bye.